So I guess I'm supposed to tell you who I am. I'm having a really hard time figuring out what to say because, to be quite honest with you, I don't really know who I am. Sure, I know a lot of things about me, but how the hell do I describe who I am? I don't know what this video is even going to be, but here's some of the ideas I've come up with so far. We've got a video game where I do missions to fight my intense germophobia and OCD. Another one where I'm in a fake training video where I make fun of customer service jobs, eventually devolving into a long-winded political rant about how much I hate working in America in general. One where my life is an episode of a cheesy sitcom. Then lastly, a crime scene investigation of my dead body where the detectives figure out how I die. Unfortunately for me, and probably for you too, I'm not going to be doing any of those things, even though I really want to. But that's part of who I am, I guess. I have a hard time taking things seriously and letting people know the real me. So basically, this video is not going to be me at all because there's not going to be any jokes or any flashy editing techniques. I'm just going to be talking. As you can probably tell from watching my videos, I like coming up with fun ideas and doing goofy stuff. I like being over the top and making people laugh, but I really wanted to challenge myself this time. I know that people are going to be positive about what I do, no matter if it turns out the way I want it to or not, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to endlessly worry about the way my work is going to be perceived. I worry that if I never take anything seriously, then I will never be taken seriously either. I wonder if making funny videos and skits makes me less of an artist than those who wear their heart on their sleeve with all their work. I try not to think about what other people will think, but it's so hard not to sometimes. I mean, I wake up every day worried about what I look like, how many people I have to interact with, and what people will think of me on top of everything I already have to deal with. I even have to use my shitty guitar playing in this video so I don't have to be embarrassed by the sound of my own voice. My overwhelming fear of failure stops me from going out of my comfort zone and stops me from doing the things I'm already good at. I have bigger dreams than I probably have any right to, and most of the time I'm too scared to go through with anything because the thought of never achieving my dreams makes me feel like a failure before I even start anything. I pull up my writing every single day and I stare at it because it feels like such a daunting task, even though it's what I love to do. I don't know how I'm ever going to get where I want to be if I'm too scared of rejection and the way people will perceive my work. So instead of following my dreams, I find it easier to just waste my life away, uncertain of whether or not I'll ever get to a point where I can be proud of myself. Right now I can tell myself that it's okay because I'm so busy every day working, doing homework and everything else. But what if in 2 years there's no difference, and I just keep pushing my aspirations further and further back? What will I do then? Is there anything I can do? When I think about this stuff, I have a tendency to get existential. I lie awake at night thinking about whether I have any control over my destiny. Sure, I can choose whether I wake up at 7 or 7:15, whether I have a ham sandwich or a PB&J for lunch, but do I really have any effect over where I'll end up? Sometimes I go through the day feeling like a leaf in the breeze, caught up in everything, not having any agency in my own life. It makes me feel so hopeless, and it's so hard to stay motivated when I get in that mindset. I get caught in this endless loop of contemplating my own self-worth and trying to figure out if it's ever going to pay off in the end. Even if someday I get my work out there for people to see, who's to say that anyone will even care? I'm just one person in the grand scheme of this whole world, and what makes my voice more important than any of the other billions of people out there? What do I have to set myself apart from everyone else? Quite honestly, I have no idea. I don't think any of these questions have an answer, which is stressful, but I think it's a good thing for me to just put these ideas out there every now and then. Eventually, I just stress myself out enough about my future and my own existence, and I get it out of my system and end up creating some of the best work I've ever conceived. Thinking about it makes me realize that I don't need validation from anyone else, and it doesn't matter whether people love my work or hate it, whether it makes them laugh or deeply contemplate their own lives, or hell, even whether they see it or not in the first place. We need people who are willing to make fun of the world and themselves for the enjoyment of others, just as much as we need those that challenge the human condition and the idea of art itself. And who's to say that they can't be one and the same? So yes, I am an artist. Maybe not the most visionary, the most thought-provoking, or the most talented, but I gotta be the most something, right? And that's what this journey is all about. Figuring out what makes you stand out. And until I do, I'm going to keep making things that I'm passionate about and that I enjoy making. Even if it takes me years to finish them, I know that there's something inside of me that won't stop no matter how hard I make it for myself. And if there's one thing you really need to know about me, it's that I never let a good idea go to waste. Honey, I'm home.
I thought I told you to stop calling me that. People are gonna get the wrong idea.
Hey, what are you doing home already? I thought you had to work today.
I've decided working no longer fits my lifestyle.
Does paying rent fit your lifestyle?
Not to worry, Caleb. I will still be paying the rent as I will now be making a living as a successful writer and filmmaker.
So what film are you working on right now?
I'm working on this mockumentary where I interview people about their asparagus pee. Anyone want to be in it?
Dude, are you serious? Who the hell would even want to watch that, let alone be in it?
Dude, I think that's hilarious. Do I get to eat asparagus if I'm in the video?
No offense, but do you really think people are gonna pay to watch stupid videos like this?
Stupid is in the eye of the beholder, Caleb. But you can be sure, whenever they're showing the premiere of my first movie, you're going to be the first person I invite.